Wednesday morning, you know what to do. Tune into the podcast just for a few. I'll be your guide with tips for your trade. Business success, that's what we'll create. They call it private practice, a world of its own, where entrepreneurs thrive and dreams are grown. From marketing strategies to financial know-how, I'll share the secrets, come on and take a bow. Welcome to the Private Practice Podcast, where I'll help you thrive and we'll have a blast. Tune in every Wednesday, and you'll soon see your business success. It starts with me.
Welcome to Biz Tip Wednesday edition of the Private Practice Podcast. I'm so pleased that you're here. If you're new to the Wednesday Biz Tip editions, they are shorter episodes where you get bite-sized information that you can take action on today to get results in your private practice. And today we're talking about Psychology Today. So this comes up a lot, doesn't it? I think most of us have a Psychology Today profile, but lately, there's been some talk online and in some of the communities about people feeling like they're experiencing a drop in inquiries from their Psychology Today profiles, not getting as many inquiries, feeling quite disheartened because despite putting in loads of effort to the marketing on this platform, they're just not getting anywhere. So, historically people were getting regular inquiries, but now they're lucky to get one, and the types of inquiries that are coming through just feel like they're quite random. So what I wanted to do today was talk you through what the Psychology Today profile is, why you absolutely must have one, what to do with it, how to improve it so that you can get some more traction. But do not, whatever you do, even if you're not getting any nibbles, do not cancel it, and I'll tell you why as well. Also, did you know that when you've got a Psychology Today profile, one of the things that you get is a share link? So you can share that link with friends or colleagues and things like that. And then if they end up creating a Psychology Today profile, Psychology Today give you extra time. So normally you get, I think it's about 6 months free when you first start, and then if you decide to stay, you have to pay. Now, to be fair, it's not much money, and we all know that there are absolutely going to be costs associated with running a business, and we are so fortunate to be in this business because it's got what's referred to as a very low entry point, meaning it doesn't cost much compared to other businesses to get started. Like, imagine if you were, I don't know, for my MasterChef fans, maybe you wanted to go and start a vegan, gluten-free type of, sorry, I just had to stop because Buddy's still in that stage of eating my fertilizer. I'm just checking I've covered it up properly. You're in that stage of wanting to set up this cafe or bakery for all vegan style pastries. Imagine how much that's going to cost. You've got insurances, you've got premises, you've got equipment, you've got staff, you've got all the things, right? Versus doing counselling. We don't have anything. We're very, 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 very lucky, even though some people will still complain and some people still always try and get the free stuff or cheap stuff. And that really bothers me because I think when we take this approach to our business of only wanting free things, or people submit posts all the time to my free communities asking for a cheap supervisor, and I decline them every single day because I just think, have some respect for your business, for yourself, and for the poor supervisor who's gone and invested, thousands of dollars in his or her own training, their own training, to go and get this qualification. And no. Anywho, I'm digressing. The point is that Psychology Today is a fantastic way for you to raise your profile, get more visibility, and get more inquiries. So here's the thing. You absolutely need to know how to write a good Psychology Today profile. A good Psychology Today profile means one that's going to convert, meaning one that's going to get you inquiries. Now, there are a few things. Let me just hit pause on this and I'll go and open up Psychology Today and I'll do a few random profile reviews without naming anybody, just to give you some feedback so you can see, oh, is this something that I've got on mine? So one moment, I'll be back in one moment. Okay, so let's just do a few little profile reviews here without naming people. So I'm looking at one right now. This counsellor is opening up with one of the lines that does my head in. It says something about providing a safe, value-free, non-judgmental space where you can open up. Do you know what I mean? It's redundant. You don't need that. And it's not speaking to anybody. It's not, I don't know who his niche is. I don't know what he's selling. I don't know who he's working with. It's just vague and general. If that's the first sentence that I've read, I'm clicking out straight away. Then he goes on to say, I use all these techniques, and he's listed out abbreviations of techniques like ACT, CBT, MCBT. I mean, your client is not going to have any idea what that is. Then they're saying that they've got, over 20 years experience in the field, helping people from all walks of life. Everyone's welcome. There's spelling mistakes in it. Yeah. So that's that one. And then they're charging $65 for a session. So that's also a problem. So many problems. Now, if this person were to come into, one of my groups and say, oh, Psychology Today sucks, don't go and get a profile, it's a waste of money, blah, 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 I can see exactly why they're not getting any traction from it. And you probably can too. So that one needs a lot of work. And then the other thing too is like, in the photo section, there are 5 photos and each one of them is a stock photo off Canva, and the stock photos just kind of they look really corporate. There's somebody with his head in his hands looking at a laptop. I don't know what that's got to do with what he's just said there. There's another one that he's got of a coffee cup, and the coffee cup just says breathe. Why? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. And the typos are really bad. So straight away, we've got issues. And then on My Practice at a Glance, which is what you see on the right-hand side where it says how you work with people, your location, things like that. The quote, the one thing that this guy wants you to know is that, you're going to have a safe space where you're not judged and all of that. I'm just thinking, no. Okay. So if this person sounds like you and you would like some help with your profile, of course, let me know because I can absolutely help you. Oh, and they're ACA level 1. Congratulations. That's amazing. And then if we scroll down to expertise and interests, straight away I can see that I think this person has ticked every box because there's a lot of things going on the practice areas. For the ages, he's ticked everyone. This person is working with children, pre-teens, teens, adults, and elders. So the whole life cycle, apparently, he's an expert in. And then he does individuals, couples, and families. So, and for his treatment approaches, he's put everything as well. So, again, this is a real problem because you're not going to get clients from this because it's so vague. It's not speaking to anybody. I guess as a business coach, my concern is that, we've got real issues with the marketing here, but also as a supervisor, I'm very worried that this person has gone and listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different types of therapy under the treatment approaches, because if you're going to say that you work with those therapies, you need to be able to demonstrate competency in them with some kind of education or professional development. You need to have a piece of paper that says, yes, I'm qualified in internal family systems. Yes, I'm qualified in narrative therapy. Yes, I've done a qualification in psychodynamic therapy. Yes, do you know what I mean? So anyway, big issues here. Working online, fantastic. And listed capital cities, that's okay. But yeah, big issues. All right, let's have a look at another one. Okay, let's have a look at another profile now. This one, I can see straight away what's going on here. Here we have a profile of a clinical psychologist. Again, of course, not going to say who it is and all that sort of stuff, but we've just got, what is it? Two sentences is the whole Psychology Today profile. And it just happens to be a gentleman again, and the problem is that he's talking about himself in the third person. I'm just going to make up a name here. He's saying David assists clients to do this thing. He is experienced with the full range of mental health issues. Really? The full range? Okay. And has just gone on to list mental health issues. So there's nothing there around the client. We don't know anything about what this guy does in terms of who he works with. Well, I mean, he has said the whole full range of mental health issues. I don't know maybe he is competent in all mental health issues, but I highly doubt it. And I think most psychologists would highly doubt that as well, because when you're a psychologist, it's encouraged that you focus on one area and really master that and become known for that. Of course, you can have multiple areas, but I highly doubt there's any psychologist that would say that they're clinically competent in treating the full range of mental health issues. So I think there's like a bit of a flag there. The other thing too is like just listing off the names of mental health conditions. There's nothing there about how this person is working with clients who they really like to work with, nothing about a niche, nothing about rebates or benefits. What else have we got here? The fee. Now, interesting. The fee's $180. Interesting. Clinical psychologist. So normally you would expect a psychologist to be charging anywhere from around, well, I would say 200 minimum. I think most would be within the 220 to 250 range. And then, of course, there'd be some that are higher and some that are lower, but I'd say most of them would be around that, around the 220. So he's well lower, which is very interesting. And then he's got some practice areas, which is good. And then only works with adults and has listed 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different types of treatment approaches. So hopefully this person is, trained in all of those, got a lovely map there of where their offices are based and where they work, and this person works in person. So yeah, straight away you can hear what the challenges are with that profile. I'll move on to, I'll see if I can find a social worker just for the sake of being comprehensive. Okay, so have a social worker here. Okay, so straight away, look, so this is a clinical social worker, qualified mental health social worker. The profile looks okay. We've got, I don't understand though, we've got a video of, I just played it and it looks like the video of just like a bush. I don't know. Like I was expecting that she was going to be in it and welcome me to the practice or something, but it's literally just a 15-second video of the bush. It was weird. I don't know why you'd do that. They've got their logo as one of the photos, totally fine, you can do that. What I do like about this one is that they have used a transparent background, which means that the logo itself kind of looks like it belongs on the Psychology Today page. It's sitting really nicely. And then the other photos just seem to be of her practice, which is fine. You know what? When you're doing your photos, I think it's really important to show a few different things. Now, you can have a bunch of photos, so don't be afraid to upload as many as you can. But I would highly recommend including a photo of the front of the building so that people can find it easily, because if it's their first time coming along, they're going to be looking out for numbers on the road and signage and things like that. So pop up a picture of the front of the building. I would pop up a picture of the car park. I know it sounds boring, but show them where they can park and show them the front entrance and the rear entrance. The rear entrance hopefully has, well, hopefully both of them do. I'm just thinking about my practice. My practice was, the building I was in, was flat, didn't have any steps going up or down, but the building beside us did. It had steps going up to get into the therapist's rooms, but around the back they had disability access and ramps and everything. So please make sure that you're showing people what it looks like. I would include a photo of reception so that they get a sense of what they're walking into. I would have a photo of you at your desk or you in the chair doing some counselling, doing some work, things like that. Photos of backs of people's heads having counselling sessions, those kinds of things can work really, really well. If you've won any awards, things like that, I would include photos of those as well. It really boosts your profile and shows that you know your stuff. And I think this can be very affirming for people who are nervous about coming along to see a counsellor for the first time. They might be wondering, is this the right place for me? So just moving on to the actual profile that this mental health social worker has written. My biggest problem here is that the first paragraph before all the photos, there's 4 sentences and they all start with I. I. So I think, this is a problem because we're not building rapport with the client. She's talking about herself. She's talking about how, she uses all these different techniques. And she's also included links that aren't clickable. She's written out the address of places you can go to find more information about her, and they're not clickable. So, and there's no instructions there on what somebody should do. Like, it doesn't say, copy and paste this into your browser to learn a little bit more about the practice or anything like that. So I think, she's missed the mark here. And also this profile is saying, that they provide the safe, non-judgmental space, where everybody can be seen and heard and feel connected and all those kinds of things. So there's a lack of niche. Don't know who she works with, don't know how she works with them. She's got 5 years experience, background in disability. Okay. And then we've got a couple of paragraphs beneath the photos. And guess what? Every single sentence starts with the letter I. So already I want to click out of this profile because it's just bothering me that she's not talking to me. She's like, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. It's like, ugh. I mean, imagine if you were going on a date with somebody and this was the first time that you'd met them and you introduced yourselves to each other and then they just started talking all about themselves. I do this, I do that, I'm a counsellor, I'm a mental health social worker, I love this, I love that, I use these. Oh gosh, it's boring, isn't it? There's no connection. Like, straight away, I'm thinking, how can I get out of this situation? And it's very easy for a client to get out of this situation. All they have to do is click escape, isn't it? We don't want that. We want people saying, oh my gosh, this is the place for me. So the next 2 paragraphs are just talking about what her interests are, and she's listing out interests. Again, no niche, nothing about potential clients here, no connection, no rapport being made. And then what else is she saying? she also does supervision. She's mentioning that, and that she does Medicare. She's mentioned that, and that's pretty much it. So again, this profile has potential. It has potential. I can see what she's trying to achieve here, but there's just been, and I want to say, like, she's put thought into it by including, like, she's typed out all this information that she thinks people are going to want to know, but she doesn't understand they don't want to know that. So I'm not sure what her inquiry rate is like and what, other rates are like with this. And she's got all the insurances listed there, qualifications. Her practice areas, again, problematic. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, 25 areas of expertise. That's BS. You can't have 25 areas of expertise. And then we've got issues again with the age. So she's got toddler, children, preteen, teen, adults, and elders 65 plus. And then, of course, she works with all of the participants. So again, just a very, very vague profile. So when people say, is it worth it to get a Psychology Today profile? I want to say absolutely it is. And even if you haven't written a good profile, i.e., one that's not converting, it's still a good idea to have it because of the very simple fact that Psychology Today reinvest the fee that you pay them into building out the SEO on the platform. So even if your profile's not converting, if somebody was looking for you by name, or they were looking for you by practice name, or they were looking for you by practice area, and you have a profile with them, chances are your profile is going to come up on the first page of Google. Now, you would have to pay a Google ad expert a lot of money to get your practice. My goodness me, this puppy of mine is still eating the fertilizer, guys. Oh my gosh, I put rocks down. There's a t-shirt over it. I think I'm just going to have to take the pot plant out. I was hoping I could just teach him how to not eat the fertilizer. But now I've had to introduce strategies to, they call it removing access. But I think I'm just going to have to take the actual plant out of the room. It's craziness. Okay, forget what I'm saying, but I'll come back to it. Oh yeah, it would cost you a lot of money if you did it privately and you paid somebody to help your practice get on the top of Google. So definitely have it. If you're not getting inquiries, get the profile reviewed. I'm more than happy to do that for you. If you're in Private Practice 101 and you're also in, but maybe you're in PP 101 or you're in the More Clients Marketing Essentials for Private Practice Owners program, both of those have training on how to write Psychology Today profiles that are high converting. I will also add in some student examples to those portals so you can have a look at high converting profiles. But a high converting profile needs to be written to your client in a way that they can understand. You need to write at a grammar level of year 4, which for us is year 10, or I think maybe no, it's not year 10, it's year 8. So make sure that it's written to year 8 standard. If you took your Psychology Today profile and showed it to a student in year 8, would they understand what on earth you're talking about when you're saying CBT, ACT, brief solution focus? If they don't, remove it from the profile or explain what it is. So things like that. And remember, your marketing is really about building rapport and trust. And if your profile doesn't do those things in our industry, then it's absolutely not going to convert for you. So, you have to understand how to write one. There's a way to do it. There's a strategy for what needs to go in each paragraph and how you need to write it. And I've also got a free guide on Psychology Today profiles that I'm more than happy to share with you. If you'd like a copy of that, just let me know. You can email me and request it, support@brooklynstorm.com, and I will shoot that over to you. But is it worth it to have a Psychology Today profile? Absolutely. Okay. If you had to choose if you only had 1 hour today to spend on your marketing, and you said to me, should I go and fix my Psychology Today profile, or should I spend an hour making graphics in Canva and writing captions and posting on my social media, I would say go and fix your Psychology Today profile. It's a better use of your time. It's going to do more work for you. It's going to really help you to get inquiries, and it's really going to help you. I mean, the other thing too is you're going to get inquiries, and they will be from people who want to use the mental health care plan. But that's the other thing, isn't it? You have to understand how to respond to them. You can't just say, oh, well, I responded to someone, they asked me, do I do a mental health care plan? I emailed them back, and yeah, never heard anything. It was crickets. But what did you say in that email? Do you know what to say in that email? If you think you do, but you're not getting responses, then it seems like you don't, that there might be a knowledge gap there. And that's okay, because knowledge gaps can be fixed, right? You're good at learning. You've got your qualifications. You've proved to the world that you're very good at learning. It's just a knowledge gap. That's all that you just need to learn. And that is covered in the More Clients program, which is so exciting because it's had another upgrade. Oh my goodness me, did you hear that? That was Buddy falling on the window. One moment, I'll just check if he's okay. He's fine. I think maybe we might have to put Buddy back to bed. And do you know what? It's only 8:45 when I'm recording this on Tuesday. He's been up for about, I want to say, an hour. But I think he's going to have to go back to bed. Oh, little Buddy boo. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to share with you too was we have the free workshop coming up in just, I think it's about 2 weeks. It's on the 8th of July, and we'll be going over all these kinds of things. You get a free training for 3 days. There's a free training on the Monday, the Tuesday, and the Wednesday. For anybody who wants to participate in a live Q&A with me, that's private. I'll be having one each of those days immediately after the training. So they'll be on the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. They'll all be recorded, and you can watch the replays of those as well. Plus, each day's training is a practical workshop. So I'm going to give you a resource. Maybe it will be a workbook or a checklist or a cheat sheet or a template or something like that. And I will teach you exactly what to do. You're going to do it together while we're on the workshop. You'll be able to, subsequent to that, share it in the community. So I'm having a community on Facebook for it. We'll have a community there. You can go in, share your stuff over the course of our workshop, which goes for the 3 or 4 days. You'll be able to get feedback on the work that you're doing. So this is totally free of charge, and my goal here is to, I guess, raise awareness around what marketing is, raise awareness around, any knowledge gaps or skills gaps, so that you can finally understand why you might not be getting the results. You might be thinking you're doing all of the things, but look, I'm doing marketing glow up assessments at the moment. And that's where I'm doing audits of people's marketing. And I've done 11 of them. I just opened it up yesterday and shared it in my email and in my Facebook groups. I've done 11 of them so far. And it's been really interesting because not one person has had a marketing plan. They all thought that they had a strategy. Turns out that they didn't. And they've all said to me that they haven't done a course or any training, and that they're learning how to market from what people are telling them in the online communities. So I just thought there's definite trends and patterns here. And the other reason that was very common for booking the glow up was they were feeling kind of defeated, like they just wanted to give up. A bunch of them used the terms marketing is hard, and a few said that they hate it. And that's such a shame, because I can understand why you feel like that. It's going to feel hard if you don't know how to do it. Absolutely, it's going to feel hard, but it's an easy fix. It's such an easy fix. So I'm really loving doing the glow ups, because I can tell them exactly what needs to be fixed, and they can get on to doing that. And I'm excited to see their results. So if you need some help with your marketing, and chances are you do, posting on social media isn't a marketing strategy, okay? It's how you implement a marketing strategy, but it's not that marketing strategy. If you need help with your marketing, if you want to get some more inquiries and you want to get some more clients, of course, come along to the workshop and let's get you sorted out. Okay, have a fantastic day. Go and fix your Psychology Today profiles. Email me if you want a copy of the free guide. And have a fantastic day. And I can't wait to hear about the transformations that you make to your Psychology Today profiles and get more inquiries. Have a great day. Bye.
On a Wednesday morning, you know what to do. Tune into the podcast just for a few. I'll be your guide with tips for your trade. Business success, that's what we'll create. They call it private practice, a world of its own, where entrepreneurs thrive and dreams are grown. From marketing strategies to financial know-how, I'll share the secrets, come on and take a bow. Welcome to the Private Practice Podcast, where I'll help you thrive and we'll have a blast. Tune in every Wednesday, and you'll soon see your business success. It starts with me.